What's politics coming to in Livonia? The Observer is warning us about dirty campaigns. Jack Kirksey's campaign says that Maureen Brosnan will raise taxes. Jack should know better. It takes a vote of the people to raise Livonia taxes. And he knows something about raising taxes. But let's let Jack speak for himself.
Well, Chris had mentioned earlier the possibility of raising local taxes. Is that something that, is it a possibility?
We've actually done it. Amy, 1999, we went out for a tax for recreation. It was approved. In 2001, we went out for a tax to create funding so that all of our roads could be returned into a good condition in 10 years. And so the taxpayers have stepped up and they've said, beyond the charter, beyond the controlling document, we are willing to tax ourselves and do this.
Jack's had plenty of experience raising taxes. As a paid employee of the Livonia schools, Jack ran many millage campaigns and even led the district's $62 million bond campaign for school upgrades and technology in 1992. Jack said in 1992 that bond issues are like a mortgage that is paid over 30 years. Look what happened to all of that money that went into massive building upgrades, including renovations for computer labs in the schools. And we're paying $62 million for all these school upgrades. And then they closed Marshall, Adams, Hall, McKinley, Nankin Mills, Taylor, Tyler, and Washington. Jack said the next generation will be paying for what we do now. But that's us. Money wasted while you and I are still paying for it for the next 15 years. Thanks, Jack. Still paying for schools already closed and neighborhood schools to boot. Jack Kirksey has a lot of experience raising our taxes, but what about the future?
There has to be some look at revenue enhancement.
In his own words, Jack says he would look at revenue enhancement. That means new taxes. Watch your wallets, because more Kirksey tax increases could be coming if he's elected mayor. What else is the Kirksey campaign saying about Maureen Brosnan? While Jack is criticizing Maureen for accepting campaign contributions from Bob Ficano, a Livonia resident, and other outsiders, his own campaign finance report shows that on August 15th, a dinner held for Jack in Ann Arbor raised $43,000. 37 $1,000 checks came from mostly non-Livonians. I'm telling you, that is a double standard in my book. He can do it, but she can't. On his own report, he lists 2 checks for $1,000 from Florida, a long way from Livonia. It all adds up to hypocrisy. Whether it's Florida or Ann Arbor, it isn't Livonia. One other thing before we leave campaign finances. Jack talks about outside influences coming in to control Livonia elections. He doesn't tell you that one outside partisan group is spending over $30,000 for attack mailings and negative television commercials. $30,000. No excuse for that in my book. No way. $30,000. But that's just a drop in the bucket for all the special interest money he makes as a paid lobbyist. You didn't know that? Jack says that Maureen has no experience at all. Oh, come on. He has a lot of gall talking about experience when he has been making money off of our community as a high-priced lobbyist for the last 4 years. That's right. Just look at his clients. AT&T, West Bay Oil, and how many other special interest groups? Oil drilling in Livonia. Have you been down Haggerty or I-275 near 7 Mile lately? Have you seen the 60-foot high oil drilling rig? If Jack is elected mayor, there will not be any checks and balances to prevent those same special interests from pursuing their agenda in Livonia. Just ask yourself, will Jack Kirksey look out for his paying clients or the citizens of Livonia? One other thing about his lobbying. Jack has been paid $35,000 out of the Livonia school tax dollars to lobby for the development of the former Cooper school site in Westland. Not much to show for it either. Just look at the new lock on the gate of a vacant field. The officials indicate there's been no developer interested. Sounds to me like just more Livonia taxpayer money wasted for the benefit of Jack Kirksey. How did we get started on that? We were talking about experience. Maureen Brosnan served 9 years on the Livonia City Council, including terms as president and vice president. On the City Council, working for Livonia neighborhoods and families. I'll take that experience any day before I'll take Jack's special interest experience. Let's ignore all this Kirksey garbage, and as we leave, let's ask Jack what he thinks about his campaign at this point.
Absolutely deceptive and self-serving.
I couldn't have said it any better.